Hi, welcome back to my channel. I have gone out for a walk today, social distancing from people, and noticing that people are doing pretty well with this. And I thought that maybe this is a really, really short video, maybe I would just take you into, I'm standing outside Lidl as you can see, it's very bright sunlight, into Lidl to take a look around at what our supermarkets look like, especially if you're living in the UK or in the US and you're experiencing food shortages and you're going in your supermarket and it's completely empty. So I thought it might be quite interesting just to give you a quick walk around Lidl. I've just been in a supermarket called Rema and the situation is the same in there as it is in this supermarket and all of them. So just a short video just to let you know what it's like here, and when I've done this bit I'll have a quick talk. I'm going to sit on a bench and quickly talk to you about the measures that the government are taking here. But let's just have a quick and quiet walk around Lidl. As you can see, I am going to talk, but as you can see, we've got plenty of bread stuffs over here. These are like rolls and things. But on this wall over here, we've got bread, fruit and vegetables seem to be doing okay. Nobody's panic buying any of this, as you can see, so plenty there. On the other side of this aisle here, we've got chocolates, plenty of chocolate. You'll be pleased to know, those of you that enjoy a glass of wine, we've still got plenty of wine. Yeah, pretty much as you would expect Lidl to look like. Very disappointingly though, one of the reasons why I specifically came to Lidl today was because I wanted to buy something from their exciting aisle, and obviously people are planning on doing some travel later this year because over here in this empty spot here, one of the few empty spots you'll see in this supermarket, were these like special travel bags that you can get to more efficiently pack your shopping. It's not your shopping, sorry, your travel things. But look, you can see we're doing okay. There's plenty of milk in here. Now, one of the messages that we're getting from the government here, which I think is the same message that you're getting in the UK as well, is that there is plenty of food. We're not going to run out of food. It's in the distribution channels. It's just taking time to get through when everybody's just grabbing stuff that they really don't need. And interestingly, this morning I was thinking about this, that, you know, all this panic buying that's going on in the UK, how much of that food is actually going to end up being wasted? Unless you've got an enormous fridge, you know, a lot of that stuff's just going to go to waste. So let's just go around and I'll just show you the measures that they're taking here to keep customers apart. Now, you can see there aren't many people in here. Danes are being very obedient at the moment in general. Social distancing, going out in small groups, not going unnecessarily. But you can see here all the supermarkets are doing this. They've either got circles that you might have seen a lot of people sharing on Twitter, but here it says hold our stand, it means stand back, and they've put them all I think these are probably like 6 foot apart, whatever it's supposed to be, so you're not standing on top of people at all. So let's leave the supermarket. I'm going to sit on a bench outside and just have a quick chat with you out there. Okay, so that was a quick walk around the supermarket. You can see Lidl behind me here. Let's talk about some of the things. I've had a few questions from people outside of Denmark about what the situation is here with lockdown, etc. So from last Thursday morning, it was recommended that if you could keep your kids at home, to keep them home for that Thursday and Friday, but all schools were then properly closed from Monday just gone for 2 weeks until virtually the end of March. Currently, that seems to still be the situation, although I think it was the health minister went on TV last night and did say he thought that was going to continue for a bit longer. So that's one thing. Supermarkets are still open. Shopping malls, so indoor places, are closed, except for supermarkets and pharmacies within those, which will still be open. They've advised that any places where you have very close contact with people, such as we have a lot of like tanning salons here, so tanning salons, tattooists, hairdressers, beauticians, all those kind of places, they've been asked to close their doors. Restaurants, coffee shops, cafes also are closed for people sitting in, although they're still able to do takeaways and deliveries. The supermarket delivery place is really, really hectic. It's very difficult to get online there. On the website, I think it's the same in the UK. Ocado crashed, but we haven't crashed here, but you do have to wait. So you just keep that window open. The day after they said they were closing the schools, I went on to do my usual shop, and I was 33,000 in the line to get in to do my shopping, and then delivery slots were way ahead. So there's that sort of thing where people are stocking up, and yes, we are seeing people that are buying toilet rolls, but not in the same way that you're seeing in the UK. That first night after the announcement of the schools closing, there was a lot of panic buying. A lot of people afterwards said they were really ashamed of what they'd done. You just see a bus gone past behind me. The buses are virtually empty. You can't get on the front of the bus near the bus driver to protect the bus driver there. But so far, they're the measures. If you are working in the public sector, they were also sent home the same time as schools were, and private companies were asked to get their staff to work at home wherever possible. So my husband's also been working at home, as well as my son being at home, being homeschooled. So they're the measures so far. We're not on a full lockdown in any shape or form. You can leave your house, you can go to the supermarkets. They're just asking people not to gather in groups of 10 or more, and also to be, careful about elderly relatives. So I got cut off there. I was just saying, to be careful about elderly relatives, and to, make sure that you're being very careful if you have any symptoms to self-isolate. You don't need to be tested if they're mild symptoms here. I think I got cut off before I said about the pharmacies. Pharmacies are still open, but they're limiting how many people can be in the pharmacy at any one time. My local one says 6 people maximum in there, but you can take a ticket and wait outside and listen for your number to come up and then go in and get your medication. Again, medication doesn't seem to be running out. Hand spritz is becoming a bit limited. One of the supermarket chains here, Minu, down in Hellerup, has got a sign up, and it says one bottle of hand sanitizer per person at 40 crowns. If you want to buy more, I think it was like the equivalent of like £400 or £100. It was like a stupid amount of money just to deter people from hoarding that. And guess what? People aren't hoarding it. So you don't need to be doing that. There's plenty of toilet rolls, plenty of everything here. We're all being pretty moderate. Now, beautiful sunny day, as you can see. So and behind me you can see like groups of families out together, just small groups, because we need to get out. For our mental health, we need to get out of the house. We also need to have some time away from the people that we're stuck in the house with. As I said, my husband is working from home because the private sector have been encouraged to do that wherever possible. One of the things about the school closures here is my son's school asked if there was any reason why you were not able to work from home. So, for example, your frontline worker in a hospital or something like that you had to let them know, and then they were going to make provision for those pupils to be looked after at the school. The school's also sending out things to do at home. I anticipate there'll be a little bit more of that as time goes on as well. But generally, we're doing okay here. Buses are empty. People are just, being sensible and walking around. So that's it for now. I'll probably do another video as time goes on, and perhaps we have more to share as things change. That's a playground here, not many people in it. Just another thing to say also about public sector workers being sent home. That also means that all museums, all cultural sites, all libraries, all those sorts of places are also closed until the end of this month. So far is what's been decided that will happen there. But yeah, you can just see this is the main street that runs through Amma, close to where I live. There's a few cars going around, there's a few people walking about. There's not a lot of activity as you would really expect. They are also saying to people, try and avoid doing something that's going to cause an accident to you, like maybe chopping down your tree or something like that, which was interesting because the chap who lives behind us went out this morning, got a ladder, kind of just balanced it against the branches of his trees, climbed up and started hacking away at his trees with a pair of secateurs. So, I think people are getting a little bit cabin feverish and wanting to get out and about and do things. But a lot of small businesses are still remaining open. But I wrote something on my blog, which I'll put down below, about how we can support small businesses at this time. And we'll just walk down past the library here, how we can support small businesses at this time. And one of the ways you can do it is obviously if they're still open, like restaurants, cafes, whatever, and they're doing takeout, try and support them, because if you like eating in them before the virus, you're going to want to eat in them afterwards. So that's something to really, really consider. Also, if a business that you like is offering gift cards that you can buy from their website, buy a gift card from them. Your local hairdresser that you go to regularly, if he or she are offering gift cards, buy a gift card. You're going to use it afterwards, but it does mean that they're still getting some cash flow in. Again, another thing, and I'm going to put all these links to these news articles below so you can read what I'm talking about. But one of the other things the government have done here is they've pushed through a massive finance package. There's more announcements later on today. I didn't say this is today's Thursday. I want to say 19th or 20th, I'm losing track of the days, of March. They've pushed through a big package which is basically saying that people's wages are going to be, if you're sent home from your job, your wages are going to be protected. So a lot of small businesses that I know are feeling very confident that they're not staying open simply because they need to pay people, that there is that safety net here which is being offered. And also if you lose your job because of the coronavirus crisis, that there will be financial support for you. I think it's up to 70% of your wages. But again, I'm going to link all the news articles below, and I'm also going to link a piece I wrote about reliable places that you can get information. Now, obviously, all the things I'm talking about today are all subject to change. Every day new things are happening, new measures are coming in, so we really have to keep an eye on that. But I'm making quite an effort. The morning I get up and I read a little bit of the news, look at how things are, what's happening today in regard to press conferences and new measures that are coming out. But apart from that, sometimes it feels like it's a little bit too much. It's too much to read, too much analysis, and everybody wants to talk about it. And really, at the moment, we just need to keep calm, keep going, be sensible, take the measures that are recommended to us, and do that, and think about everybody else in society, not just ourselves. Not let's go and have an end of the world party and because I'm young and I'm fine. So really, really thinking about it. Now, last night I did feel a little bit anxious about the length of time that we may all be living on top of each other in the house, not going to school, not going to work, not being able to go out. I go out every single day. I go somewhere, I go for a walk, I interact with people every day, and it's quite tough not to do that. So, last night, with this kind of sense of the unknown, we don't know how long it's going to be really before schools are going to be back and workplaces are going to be back, and that is pretty tough. But it's only a short period out of our lives, and we have to really just do what's right for everybody, not just ourselves. So that's really the message that I've got. And for goodness sake, don't go panic buying, don't do stupid things. Think about the fact that there are people that do need products that can't go out and grab them. So it's really one of those things that we have to think about what we're doing for the good of everyone else. Now, I make a real effort. I cross over the road when I see people, but I do smile at them. And we've also, in our community, we've been sharing a lot. We have a Facebook group for the area that I live in. A lot of people are posting up things like, I've got some kids' books that you can borrow or you can have. I put some DVDs outside the front of our house for a couple of days and just posted up saying, look, these are free, take them if you have need for them. And virtually all of them went. The ones that didn't, I guess they're films that people have seen a lot of or, aren't very interested in. But yeah, a lot of those, we're doing that sort of thing. And I've got a few more bits and bobs that I feel that I can share. But you don't sort of want to burn out too much in the sense of, putting everything out. Everybody gets, people go, oh, look, there's some crafting things, there's some hammer bees, there's this and that. And then we're looking at another 2 or 3 weeks at home with kids. It's sort of like spreading it out a little bit. But everybody in our area seems to be really kind of helping each other out one way or another. So that's it for now. I'm going to say goodbye and take care. Keep washing your hands, keep healthy, follow all the guidance that you're given, and just keep cheerful. And hopefully maybe I'll come back with some more videos as things go on. But until then, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.